On top of everything, all the other benefits that I've experienced this week, this is the most amount of weight I have ever lost in 1 week. Hi friends! So, your girl tried hyperketosis for an entire week. And for those that don't know, first of all, hello, welcome if you're new, and if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. My name is Gia, and I used to share my keto journey very, very transparently here on YouTube for years. I'm a big fan of keto. Now, is it good for everybody? Not necessarily, but for me and my body, it works wonders for. And when you're keto, you basically put your body into a metabolic state called ketosis, where your body burns fat instead of sugar for energy, right? So over the summer, like late summer, I kept seeing all these hyperketosis videos on TikTok. And I'm like, hyperketosis? I had never heard that term before. So there's a man named Nate Drew, and I believe he's the one that made it popular on TikTok. But when I was doing more research, there are tons of books on Amazon, all called hyperketosis, where different doctors, lay out, the different terms of hyperketosis. But basically, I'm following what Nate Drew, a nutritionalist on TikTok, what he did to lose 100 pounds. He literally lost 100 pounds in 3 months. And so he shares that and what you do. And then so many women started doing it, and it was working. And I was like, oh man, this is great. So basically, the difference between keto, which is, like I said, where your body burns fat, it's a high fat, high healthy fat diet, and low carbs. Okay, so you're cutting out the breads, you're cutting out the sugar. That's what keto is. Now, hyperketosis is you're cutting out all that sugar and you're doing low fat. I wouldn't say it's for everybody, and I definitely, please, I'm not a doctor. Don't try this if talk to your doctor is all I'm going to say. Because I don't think that it would be safe for everybody. I know people who have their gallbladder removed typically shouldn't do that, shouldn't do this kind of diet. If you have problems with your kidney or your liver, you shouldn't do this type of diet. Do your own research, please. Well, not only go to the doctor, but be your own advocate. Read your own books. Listen to nutritionalists and doctors that you trust. Okay. I don't know how old you guys are watching this, but baby, if you're in your 30s, start now. Okay. Start now, making healthy decisions now. Okay. Because when you hit those 40s, it hits different. Things are a little different. So for me, I knew I needed to get back onto a serious keto lifestyle, because I just felt my hormones getting all out of funk and brain fog. And I can do a whole separate video about perimenopause and how I feel about it and what I'm doing about it. Leave a comment down below if you're interested in that. But anyway, so with hyperketosis, the biggest thing that just held me back when I tried back in September was the no oils and no butters. So there's no cooking your chicken in some avocado oil, because avocado oil is so healthy for you, or olive oil in your salad dressing. There's none of that. There's no butter, no Kerrygold. And for those that have been subscribed, you know how I feel about Kerrygold. It's hard, right? That, and then the other big thing is no dairy. And for me, getting by keto was the cheese. I'm a cheese girl. I love cheese. I love breads too, and that was my problem. I love breads too, but cheese was my thing. You can't just throw a piece of cheese in your mouth and get that be your snack when you're on hyperketosis. There's no cheese, there's no oils, there's no butters. That's the biggest thing. He did post like a little PDF, I'll put it up here, that shows the foods that you can eat, and you can only eat off of these foods. Now, the one thing I did not agree with is some of the fruits, because some of the fruits that they have listed there are high on the glycemic index, meaning that it will spike your blood sugar. It's gonna kick you out of ketosis. Before you jump in the comments, before the ladies who like to, this isn't sustainable, you're just gonna gain the weight back, and just eat less or count your calories. It's not that simple for people, okay? And I wish it was that black and white, but it is not that black and white. Okay, you have to do what works for your body. For me and my body, keto works for me. I am insulin resistant, and I'm not just saying that. I was diagnosed by my doctor to have insulin resistance. This has been the best way for me to eat and to control that. I don't want to have diabetes when I'm older, and this is me making decisions now in my 40s so that when I'm in my 60s or 50s, I'm not having, any issues, for me and my body and what I struggled with and what I struggle with. Keto is good for me. Now, here's the thing with this. If you're thinking about trying it, it is mental work. Now, when I say mental, it's like you are fighting your flesh. Okay. Now, I'm a Christian. I speak from a Christian perspective. Okay. I'm a disciple of Jesus Christ. When you know that it's something in your flesh that you want to do, when you know it's not the right thing to do, or as a Christian you shouldn't do that, that is kind of how it is. Everything is kind of spiritual warfare. You have to pray while you're fasting that, God, give me the strength to get through this fast. Help me to connect to you, Lord God. Help the Holy Spirit to cleanse my mind out of these thoughts that I need to constantly eat, or I need to constantly snack, Lord. Help me to connect to you as I'm in my fasting state so that I don't think about food. Fasting is it's almost like a religious practice. And I've never really talked about that part when I would do my keto videos, because when you do fast, I am fasting with this as well. That's another part of the diet, is fasting for 18 hours. It's like I grow so much in my prayer life when I'm fasting. That's why the Bible says you've got to fast and pray. Now, I wouldn't suggest everybody just jumping into that if you're not used to that. Do what you can. You can modify this to do what you can, but you will lose weight. And I'm telling you that now. Like, I lost a lot of weight in 1 week, probably the most I've ever lost in 1 week. I am in my 40s now, and I feel like I just started gaining weight in places that I never ever gained weight before in. It's just very odd. And me doing my research and listening to different doctors and reading different articles, perimenopause is no joke. I don't want to have this fat around my back. And so that's really why I turned to hyperketosis. When you start making yourself do things that you don't feel like doing or that you don't want to do, there's a part of your brain that grows in the fact that, it's not that hard. I can do it. But it's hard to come up to it and actually push yourself into doing it. Because I kept telling myself, I'm not going to try it because I know I love butter too much. But I had to change my vocabulary and my self-talk to, Gia, butter does not control me. Who is in control here? I am in control. I am in control of what I eat. Butter does not control me. I can do this. I can do without butter. I don't need butter to live, And so when I start changing my mentality and really committing myself to this and making a promise to myself, because I don't want to let myself down. We can't let ourselves down. How are we supposed to be good moms and wives and friends and partners and entrepreneurs and employees? We live up to everybody else for what they need from us, but we can't do it for ourselves. That's a sign of true growth. Can you keep a promise to yourself? You are worth it. I am worth it. And so that's really what I was telling myself this whole week, even in the times where I would get hungry, because I'm not gonna lie, I got hungry, girl. You will see in the footage, I got hungry. Okay. But I would just pray that off and say, you know what? I'm okay. I will be okay. God is in control. This is the rules that I followed, okay? I only ate berries because those are lower in the glycemic index. And I would fast for 12 hours. Of course, no butters and no oils and no cheese. Now, you'll see during the week what happened where I kind of slipped up over the weekend. But you'll see that. And I did record myself in my bikini or my two-piece so you can see. But I think I'm going to wait until I'm at the end of my hyperketosis journey, because most people do it for 40 days. And then after the 40 days, they transition into a regular keto lifestyle. I don't know if I'm going to do a full 40 days. I don't know. We'll see. Go ahead and see what I ate for the entire week. And then I'll tell you how much weight I lost. Hello, friends. Happy Monday. Happy first day of hyperketosis. This is all I've had so far this Monday morning. It is 12:30 in the afternoon. I'm honestly not very hungry because I just feel like I had been eating so much over the holiday season that I'm just okay. I'll be okay with just my coffee for now. So it's just coffee for right now, just plain black coffee. This is my I've had a cup and a half so far today. Hey y'all. So I still have not had anything to eat. I've just had my coffee and I've had like 2 big jugs of water so far. I've been eating so much over the holidays that I just feel like I really don't even have to eat, but I am going to try to get some protein in right now. It is 2:35 and I'm just going to have a hard-boiled egg. All right, my egg is done. I have a little bit of Celtic sea salt and fresh cracked pepper here to have with my egg. Time check, it is 3:02. Okay, it's dinner time. Time check at 6:08. Got broccoli, a smash burger, sauteed mushrooms, and a few cherry tomatoes. This is about, I'd say, a cup of broccoli. It looks like a lot, but it's a cup. And this is a 2-ounce patty with some red onions on there. Hey y'all, hi. All right, so it's day 2. I haven't had my coffee yet. I haven't had anything yet, and it's 10:30. I've just been drinking water, but I wanted to explain to you what I had because I don't know if you're supposed to have ground beef or not. It was 80-20 chuck, but basically that was the 2-ounce smash burger that I had. I know it was 2 ounces because I measure them out. And what I did to make the mushrooms was I first made the burger with the onion on it. And then the drippings from the burger, I just sauteed my mushrooms in, which is kind of like cheating. But, you know, listen, the hardest thing about this, it's not eating ketogenically or just not, you know, lowering the carbs. You guys know, if you've been subscribed to me for a long time, I do that regularly all the time. It's the no butter or oils. That is, it makes it really hard. No butter, no oil is like, oh, but it's okay. We're making it. Hello, my friends. Okay, this is my first meal of the day. Getting ready to break my 19-hour fast. I was just rewarming up my black coffee. It is 1:30, so it's actually been like 19 and a half hours almost. I feel fine. I've been drinking my water. Honestly, this Celtic sea salt really helps as well with your electrolytes, and just making sure that you're hydrated. So yeah, I'm feeling good, but I am going to make dinner early today. Hopefully we'll eat a little bit before 6. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my meal. So today for dinner, we're having chicken fajitas. I wish I would have bought chicken thighs instead of chicken breast because these boneless, skinless chicken breast doesn't have any fat on it. So I am going to have to drizzle a little bit of olive oil to cook these. I think I'm just going to cook them in my wok. Sometimes I'll bake them on a baking sheet or I'll cook them on my Blackstone, but it's cold outside. So I think I'm just going to saute them in my wok. I'm going to season them with like cumin, garlic, salt, pepper, chili powder, you know, all the classic fajita seasonings. This is 2 chicken breasts, a whole green bell pepper, 1 whole orange bell pepper, and 1 onion sliced thinly. And also, I am not using any taco seasoning because most taco seasoning has sugar in it. This chili powder does not, though, so just be conscious of that. Okay, I have my wok going here with the chicken and the peppers and onions. It smells so good too, by the way. I have my cauliflower rice in the microwave that I'm gonna have just like a fajita bowl, whereas my family is gonna actually have the tortillas. All right, y'all, she is done. Okay, baby, this is just about done. My cauliflower rice is done, so I'm gonna make everybody's plate up and eat. All right, y'all, my plate is done. I have a little bit of cauliflower rice, the chicken. I have half of a tomato and a little bit of jalapeno on here. And this is my meal. Eating a little bit late today. It's 6:57. Good morning, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Sorry my TV's so loud. I'm watching Sister Wives this morning while I'm making my breakfast. Anyway, I am so hungry. It's 10:26. I'm getting ready to break my fast because I have a Zoom meeting at 11. And so I don't want to be about to pass out in that meeting. So I'm going to go ahead and break my fast now. I have not had anything yet today. I haven't had coffee or anything. So I have these 2 eggs. I'm also going to have these 3 chicken sausages. And I think I want to dip them in this. I'm trying this because I just miss having sauce, y'all. I couldn't cook these. I just had to put them in the pan and brown them a little bit and then just put water in it to steam them. I need some sort of sauce. This is fat-free, sugar-free. So I'm just gonna put some on the side here. And then that's it. That's gonna be my meal. I am hungry, okay? When I say I'm hungry, I'm trying to hold off. Now, if I was on regular keto, not hyperketosis right now, I would eat like a piece of cheese or something. Can't have dairy. So usually by day 4 or 5, it gets easier. And I'm just hanging on, girl, because it's only day 3. Okay, so for dinner tonight, my family are having these delicious meatballs with barbecue sauce, a grape jelly, and some Thai sweet chili. I have rice cooking for them. I have green beans cooking for everybody. And now I'm getting ready to make myself some sauteed mushrooms and shrimp and the rest of my cauliflower rice from yesterday. All right, I was gonna add a little lemon pepper, but you see what that first ingredient is? Cane sugar, so you have to really be careful with your seasonings. So far, I just have pepper. I did put a little bit of oil, just like a touch on there. I made my mushrooms with chicken stock, and I'm gonna pour some more chicken stock on there. But yeah, you just have to be careful with your seasonings. This one has sugar too. Gotta really be careful. All right, so I ended up just seasoning it with some Slap Ya Mamas. This does not have sugar in it. Some Old Bay that doesn't have sugar in it. Salt, garlic, pepper. You see how small amount of olive oil I put in here because it's like, I don't know, girl, I just couldn't do it. And here are my mushrooms that are done that I cooked with the chicken stock. So I'm gonna pour some more on here. Let me turn this up. And now I'll get ready to make my shrimp. I did weigh this out. This is 4.8 ounces. Now you're supposed to have 4 ounces, but I am really hungry and I'm only gonna do 5, which, because when I did 4, it was less than 4 ounces. And so I'm just going to go just a little bit above. Usually I'll have like 6 or 7 of these. So I would suggest you weighing your stuff, measuring it out if you need be. And I am going to warm up my cauliflower rice. Okay, there it is. I got my cauliflower rice, green beans, mushrooms, and shrimp. Time check at 6:23. Hey y'all, I am hungry. I'm hungry. Let's see what time it is. It's 9:20. I'm gonna wait until 10. I am gonna have some coffee though. I am going out to brunch with my friend tomorrow, so I probably will end up getting eggs with cheese on it, and they're probably gonna cook it in some sort of oil or something. So it is what it is. I just have to make sure I work it in. I have to make sure that, I just work in what I can. I'll just eat traditional keto if we go out to eat, or just for the time being. Of course, I'm not going to eat like this forever. So before anybody gets in the comments and wants to say, this isn't sustainable, I know that. That's why I'm just doing it. I want to see how I feel at the end of this week. I am losing a lot of weight. I am losing a lot of weight. More than I would if I was keto. I don't know yet. We'll see at the end of the week if I was regular keto, not hyperketosis, but I don't know. We'll see. But I am losing weight. It does feel good to fast. Even though I'm hungry, it feels good to fast. And I say that because, when I read the book Fast Like a Girl, I was reading like what happens when your body goes into how do you say it? Autophagy, where your cells are literally like healing themselves on a cellular level. And for me, when I'm fasting, I don't know, it just feels like my digestive system takes a break. I don't have like a burning pit in my stomach. Sometimes in the morning, my stomach will burn. It hurts. I'm really gassy. My stools aren't good. Like I know this is TMI. So like when I say it feels good when I'm fasting, it's like my digestive system is taking a break. My farts aren't like crazy smelly and it doesn't hurt. I'm not bloated. That's the biggest thing, not being bloated. So that's just where I'm at right now for this kind of a little bit past midweek checkup, because today is Thursday. So I'm going to have my black coffee and then think about what I'm going to have for breakfast. I am so excited about this breakfast, y'all. Okay, this is probably the most excited breakfast I've had all week. I honestly wasn't eating breakfast earlier on, as you saw, because honestly, I was just eating so much over the holidays that my body just needed a break. I got tired of feeling bloated and full and just, yucky. So that's really why I haven't really been eating. I was literally just eating like a boiled egg or whatever. This is the leftover chicken that I had when we had the fajitas. It has onions, peppers, and chicken, and then I have 2 eggs and some fruit. It's about like, let's say a half a cup of fruit. This is, like I said, a bigger breakfast, but I'm like really hungry, y'all, so I'm like really excited about this. So time check, it is 10:15. I've had almost finished my full cup of black coffee, and now I'm going to enjoy this breakfast. I will say this, if you're thinking about trying this hyperketosis, definitely try it with me. I'm going to be on it next week too. Follow along. Or if you want to do keto, or if you want to do a lifestyle change, you want to do Weight Watchers, you want to count your calories, you want to just do mindful eating, whatever it is you want to do, there is going to be some level of restriction on there, And so it really takes discipline and the right mindset to do this. It takes a lot of mental energy to think about what you're going to eat, every day, how much you're going to eat, whether you measure your food, you weigh your food, you count your calories with an app, whatever it is that you do. It's going to take a certain level of mental strength. So if you are not in the right mindset, then don't stress yourself out or stress your body out to even try this. Okay. Because like I said, it's like, it takes a lot of mental energy for me to do this, but it's so worth it for me right now to do this. But we'll talk about that more later on in the week. Right now, girl, I'm about to enjoy this food. Y'all, your girl is hungry. It's only 3:36 and I had to get a snack. I can't go to the store right now. I just don't have time. It's 3:36. I needed something. I had some jalapenos in my fridge and some cream cheese. Now, cream cheese you're not really supposed to have, but it is what it is, girl. Instead of me eating this bag of Tostitos, I'm going to eat this jalapeno popper. I just cut the jalapeno. I put some cream cheese in there. I sprinkled some Slap Your Mama seasoning on there. And I'm also going to do some everything bagel. In the air fryer it goes. Here they are. I put them on here for 350 for 10 minutes. I like the jalapeno to still be a little bit crunchy, so I'm just going to devour these really quick. Time check, it is 3:48. All right, y'all, it's dinner time. I was rushing to get my kids off to basketball, and there was a lot going on. Anyways, I made them rice. They have a bunch of meatballs left over, so that's what they're going to have. They're going to have these, some more green beans and rice, which is what they had last night, so we'll just eat the rest of these tonight. Now, me, on the other hand, I've got to use the rest of these shrimp because I had thawed all the shrimp out before I decided what I was going to have. Pro tip, you've got to come into this with a meal plan. A grocery list, a meal plan. The groceries already set what you're going to eat for lunch and dinner, or however you're going to fast for your 6-hour eating window, because I just came in a little unprepared. I mean, I'm doing well, but it would have been better if I knew everything I was going to eat every night. But anyway, I say all this to say I have to eat all these shrimp. Am I mad about it? No, I am not. Because your girl, she be real hungry in the morning. I mean, I'm starving in the morning. So I'm excited to eat this extra shrimp. So I'm going to season this. And last night my stomach was hurting from me literally boiling the shrimp in the chicken stock. It just, I don't know. I just did not like it. So I am going to put a little butter in the pan. I know. Listen, I'm honest with you all. I cannot sit up and fake the funk on here and say I'm not eating any oils. I'm not having any other butter. Like usually when I'm keto, I cook everything in butter. But I'm going to have to cook these in butter tonight. All right. So I am going to season them the same way I seasoned them before. Remember, watch out for the sugar. Watch out for the sugar. Let me see if this buttery steakhouse has sugar in it. No sugar. So maybe I'll put a little bit of that on there. I love this Parmesan black garlic. I know it's like technically cheese, but it's just a seasoning. So I'm going to put that on there. And then I have a little bit of cauliflower rice left, and that's going to be my meal. All right. Super excited about this. I've added some onions, sliced onions in the pan. I used about a tablespoon of butter to saute them, and I seasoned them with the seasonings I showed you. And then I have my cauliflower rice, and it's hard to eat the cauliflower rice with no butter, but I just added the same seasonings I put on the shrimp. And this is my meal. Time check, it is 6:54. Good morning, y'all. Happy Friday. So it is about 10:30. I've had 1 cup of black coffee. I'm getting ready to meet my friend for brunch at 11. And so I am not going to go crazy and order pancakes and waffles and stuff, but I'm not going to say just cook my eggs without any oil or butter, so I'll probably just try to just stick it heavy protein. But I will show you guys what I'm going to eat. I'll either take a picture or take a quick little video. Sorry it's so loud in here, but I want to show you guys what I'm going to eat. We're at a restaurant called First Watch, and I'm just going to stick with breakfast because that's the safest. In my opinion, but I think what I'm going to get is the works because seems like it has the most protein and it has veggies in it. It is going to have cheese on it, girl. I just can't say no to the cheese. I'm sorry. And the sour cream. So I don't know. I might get a side of bacon with it too. I don't want to get crazy though because they have some bacon here that is sprinkled with brown sugar, and I'll just ask for plain bacon. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna get. Hi friends, I'm hungry. Your girl is hungry. I don't know how I've managed just to truck along. It's 6:38 right now. I'm starving. So I just went to Publix. Let me quickly show you what I got and what I'm gonna make myself for dinner. I'm trying to hurry up so I can finish eating before 7:30. All right, so I bought 2 of these because they were buy one, get one from Publix. I got some steak, top blade. I'll measure out 4 ounces. Of this is probably like 2 of these, maybe 3. These are very thinly sliced. Some blackberries, strawberries, mushrooms. So I'm going to have I'm going to steam my green beans, saute the mushrooms. I'm going to pan fry the steak. I'm not with no oil, but I'll add the chicken stock to kind of steam the mushrooms and the green beans. I also am going to add some bell pepper and onion in there as well. And then maybe a side of fruit because I just had one of these strawberries just now. I washed one off and had one. It tastes so sweet to me because I haven't had anything sweet. And I'm like, oh, these strawberries are so good. It's not even strawberry season. But anyway. All right, let me go ahead and make my meal so that I can get ready to eat. All right, I'm going to measure out my green beans because 1 cup, what does 1 cup equal to? Let me see. Okay, 5 ounces is what I get. So I'm going to take those little ends off like this. Let me take that off real quick. All right, y'all. Oop, I didn't mean to clear this out, but wait. 0. Okay. So let me do this over. All right, y'all. So I think this is 5 ounces because that's what it said online. 1 cup of green beans is 5 ounces. Okay. Well, oh, missed one. Here we go. That's close enough. So I'm going to pop these in the microwave for a little bit to get the crunch off of them. I like my green beans crunchy though, like this, if I'm not like cooking them in my Instant Pot with like smoked turkey legs or something like that. So I'm going to steam these, and I'm going to pop in the microwave in some water for a few minutes. And then I'm going to get ready to saute my steak. Speaking of steak, let's weigh our steak here. Let's see. Let me zero this out. Okay. Let's see how much 4 ounces of these are. Okay, so this is one. Oh, one. Okay. So it looks like I'll probably be able to have 2 of these. 2. Close enough. Okay. So that's good. I'll just put these in the not microwave, in the refrigerator, and I can eat these for like lunch or dinner over the next couple of days. My family, my kids, and my husband went to a little spirit night at the school, so they'll just pick something up while they're out. I didn't go because I didn't want to be tempted, to be honest. I'll go to my girls' basketball games tomorrow, but anyway, to make a long story short, I'm going to go ahead and season these up and finally eat. All right, I seasoned my steak with Montreal steak seasoning. Thankfully, there is no sugar in this, right? That's all I've seasoned it with. I might add a little bit of garlic. I'm a garlic girl. I love some garlic. Garlic makes everything taste better. All right, so I'm just going to put these down. These are not going to take long at all to cook. Okay. I'm just going to brown them, and then I'll add my chicken stock to it and the rest of the veggies. I'm going to cut up my mushrooms and bell peppers now. Okay, I really don't know what I'm doing. This water is really hot. What am I doing? Hold on. Some tongs. All right. I don't know what I'm doing with this, but we are just going to wing it. I'm going to add some more seasoning and just put it. I just want to cook it all in one pan. I don't want to get another pan. This is just a random one-pot dish. Okay. So let me season up my veggies that are in here, and then I'll add the chicken stock. All right, I put this chicken stock in there. I don't know how much that is. Turned it up to like medium, a little bit higher than medium. I'm just going to let this steam until it's all cooked. All right, here we have it. Sorry for the steam. It's very hot. You know what changed the game for this? I added a little Worcestershire sauce while it was steaming. I just added like maybe 3 or 4 drops. And it smells so good. Like you could smell the flavor in it. Here are a couple berries. These are 2 strawberries and a couple of blackberries. My steak, my green beans, mushrooms, and bell pepper. I did not weigh out the bell pepper and mushrooms. It's like 4 mushrooms, and I'd say a fourth of a medium-sized orange bell pepper. So it is what it is. Your girl is hungry. It is 7:07, and I'm about to eat. Ah, dang it! I just looked, and sure enough, molasses and sugar. Oh no, but it says it has, it does have 1 gram of carb. Okay. I literally did like 3 drops of it. I was going to add some more on my steak, but now I'm not going to. So no, this is a no-no. I do have this though, which is allowed. This tastes pretty good, but it has like a kind of a weird aftertaste. I am going to put just a little bit on the side. This is a lot keto approved, but it's the aftertaste in it because it doesn't have, let me see. Well, the ingredients aren't bad. It has soy in it, but it is sugar-free and fat-free, though. So you are allowed to have the Skinny Girl salad dressings. They had several other kind. I just picked this one up because it looked like it would taste the best. So I don't know. I'll let you know how I like it. Y'all, I tore that down. I don't know if it's because I was just hungry, sis, or what, but baby, that was the best meal I've had all week. Yes, it was. That slapped. So the top sirloin, I think it was called top sirloin, definitely so worth it. It was so good. I could see myself making this with like broccoli, like a beef and broccoli kind of dish. And I think I'm going to get myself some liquid aminos, because you can have that as a substitute instead of the soy sauce, because you're not supposed to have soy sauce with the sodium and stuff in soy sauce. But you can substitute that with liquid aminos, and I think that would be perfect. The strawberries were sweet. Girl, I feel like I just had strawberry shortcake. They were so sweet. And like I said, once you start eating like this, where you really cut out a lot of the sugars that sneak in. They sneak in through sauce. They sneak in through the juices that you make, the seasoning that you use. Like, sugar is everywhere. Once you cut that out, the natural fruit, like berries, they're low on the glycemic index, so those are keto friendly. It tastes great. It's almost like a dessert for me. So I'm just really happy. I'm glad I stuck through it. Today was hard. I wanted to just eat some white cheddar Cheez-Its so bad, but I held strong. I did it. Girl, this is day 5, the end of day 5, and I'm feeling really good. The weekends are the hardest for me because, my kids and my husband, it's like we're all home, and it's easier when I am in control of like just my meal, But with my kids and my husband, like, oh, we'll just go out to eat or whatever. It's hard, but I'm going to stick through to this because, baby, I feel so good and feel so accomplished that I did not fall off the wagon today. Hi friends, happy Saturday. All I've had today is some black coffee. Thankfully, it is 1:19. I haven't had anything to eat since that delicious meal I had last night. So today I have 2 scrambled eggs, and yes, there's a little bit of cheese in them because I made this for my husband too. So I have a little bit of cheese and 2 pieces of bacon. This is like a real treat. I'm so excited because I need bacon for everybody. And I'm like, listen, I gotta have a piece for myself and a few blackberries and raspberries, and this is my meal for the day. Hey y'all, it is 7:15 and I'm just now starting to cook my meal. It's been one of those days. I had to do hair today, and it was just, today's the last day of TikTok, so I was like frantically trying to save everything. It was just crazy. But got my steak, so I'm gonna make the same thing I had last night. Oh, and also I found out that I was digging in my cabinets and I actually have some liquid aminos. We'll try it tonight with that. All right, y'all, I'm done. I'm starving. It is 8:41, so I have to push my fast back tomorrow morning. I did measure everything out. This is 4 ounces of meat and then half a cup of green beans, and then 4 mushrooms and like a third of a bell pepper. So I'm ready to eat. Well, friends, I made it till 12:30. It's 12:27 right now, and I'm really hungry. But I know this is like, wow, dude, that's a lot, but it's okay. Let me break it down. This is 1 egg with water, and underneath here I have a cup of veggies. I have bell pepper, onion, and mushrooms. I measured out 4 ounces. This is pork sausage, but listen, girl, it was here, and I'm cooking it up, and I'm having breakfast with my family, so I gotta just make do. And then I have 2 strawberries and 5 blackberries. So this is gonna be my meal for today. This is more keto and not hyperketosis, but at least I'm not adding 2 biscuits with it. Listen, we've already established the weekends are hard for me. So I had to do what I had to do today. It's Sunday. It's 7:30. Let me show you what I'm eating. I ordered wings. They are lemon pepper. Does the lemon pepper have sugar in it? I'm hoping not. I did not get the usual vegetable fried rice I get with it. I just got 6 wings. And I had a little bit of green beans left in the bag that I bought, the one bag that I bought from Publix. I think this is like 3 ounces of green beans. And I just put some salt and pepper on those. And this for my wings. Yes. I'm noticing that it's easier for me to just do hyperketosis during the week. But on the weekends, girl, oof, I don't want to fall all the way off. So this is just my happy place to meet. We'll see when I weigh in the morning how much I lost in the week. Okay, so that is what I ate. As you could see, towards the end of the week, I was getting hungry. I was getting, not hungry, but like I was like, my family was home, and it's like, it's hard when, you're cooking breakfast for everybody. Like, I cook for everybody every day here in my household, but it's at like different times because the girls go to school at different times. Charles goes to work at a different time. I start working at a different time. So it's like, we all eat at different times, but when we sit and eat together, it's like, I want to eat what they're eating. So like that, I did have the bacon. I had a little bit of cheese in my omelet, just a little bit that day. But I never realized how much cheese I ate when I was on regular keto. And it does have a difference in your weight loss. That's another reason why so many people who have like high cholesterol, they never wanted to do keto because they felt like it would affect their cholesterol, even though I've been learning recently about how important cholesterol is for your brain and how our brain is mostly made out of cholesterol. But like I said, do your own research, don't take my word for it. But, oh, let me tell you what was wrong too. So I ate like everything over the holidays. Like I wasn't thinking about working out. I wasn't thinking about eating. It was like my family was here, my just family time. I enjoy food. I get like joy out of food. And I know you're not supposed to, but that's just a part of my personality, and I've accepted that. I like to get joy from food. Like it just makes me happy. Like when my family's together and they're enjoying a meal, I enjoy it too. It's just the atmosphere. It's like an experience, Not everybody's like that, but that's how it is for me. So that's what I did throughout the whole holiday season, okay? Up until my in-laws left. They left, what's today? They left on like the 13th of January. They were here from Christmas Eve to the 13th of January. And through that whole time, we had parties, Christmas, New Year's. It was just nice. It was nice. And I was eating all this food and it was wonderful. Okay. Now, by the time my in-laws left, I kid you not, let me tell you what was wrong. My whole body was inflamed, and I had never experienced this before when I was in my 30s. Like when I tell you my wrist started hurting out of nowhere, like I didn't hurt my wrist. It just started hurting. Like when I was in a push-up position, it hurt so bad I couldn't even do this. Also, my ankle was hurting the same way that my wrist was hurting. My ankle was hurting. Like, how you sit on the floor on your knees and your ankles are like this behind your feet, like underneath your butt. It hurt so bad I couldn't even sit like that. And when I tell you my body was inflamed, my knees were popping, like it hurt. I would have a tinge of pain when I would bend down. And I was like, oh, this inflammation is wild. I kid you not, y'all. That inflammation in my wrist, it's gone. I'm on day 10 now that I'm filming this, but like by the end of the week, really by maybe day 5 of me doing hyperketosis, that inflammation was like, I can do this fine on my wrist. Like I can be in a push-up position without it hurting. My ankle, back to normal, okay? Inflammation is a real thing. What we eat, those inflammatory foods, all the processed foods and the oils, and I'm not shaming anybody. Listen, we are in some crazy times right now, especially here in the States. And if all you can afford is what you can afford to eat, then by all means, feed your family by any means necessary. Unfortunately, all the inflammatory foods are expensive now too. And chips and processed foods and all that, everything's expensive at this point, But when you remove those inflammatory foods from your diet, it like immediately, it stops. It was crazy to me. Like my wrist completely stopped hurting. Like I could not do this without me having some pain. Like I can do this now. And so that in and of itself was giving me the motivation. Wow, this is how good I feel after a couple of the days. Let me go ahead and keep going and keep going. And I felt really great. I was proud of the fact that I didn't give in. I wanted to, but I didn't. And creating those little small wins for yourself, like every meal is a small win in my head. If I ate, the protein that I need to eat and the vegetables that I need to eat, because there's no processed foods at all on this. That is a small win and it feels good. It boosts your confidence. It helps you to do other things that you're intimidated by in your life or that you feel like you're not good at. Those small wins are so important to create for yourself. And so every day was a victory for me when I ate hyperketosis. And I even went out to brunch with my friend and I still did not break. I mean, I had bacon, but I did not have the bread for sure. That's like a big no-no, So I feel really good. The other thing is with this, I weighed my food. I weighed my food to make sure that I was eating 4 ounces of protein in every meal. And that's really important as you get older too, to make sure you have enough protein. 4 ounces of protein for the 2 meals that I would eat. I would only eat 2 meals a day, no snacking in between. I only had water and I only had black coffee. Now, the creator of it, he drank Zevia, Z-E-V-I-A. I don't know, I had Waterloo too, but I didn't drink it. I have Waterloo in case I wanted it, but I didn't drink it at all. I just had the water, the black coffee. I know you can drink tea, certain teas that don't have any sugar in them, of course, no honey or anything like that. You can have tea, like unsweetened tea. But that's really what I did. I did the water and the black coffee, and girl, I feel great. Like I said, I'm on day 10 right now, and I'm ready to keep going. I'm filming week 2 as we speak. And, you know, I wanted to know if there's anybody out there that wanted to do it with me. If you want to do it with me, I would love for you to do it with me, and we can kind of encourage each other and hold each other accountable. Now, I will be honest. I'm not sure when this video will come up, but I'm not sure when this video I'll be done editing and post it and stuff like that. I know that today is, let's see, I started this on January 13th. And so that was week 1 for me. Week 2 is January 20th. Week 3 is the 27th. And then week 4 is the 3rd. But I'll tell you this right now, for the Super Bowl, which is going to be January 9th, I am going to break it, and I'm going to eat at my neighbor's party because she's having a big Super Bowl party. She has it every year, and it's so nice. Like I'm talking crab legs and lamb chops and everything under the sun, and I will probably enjoy that. But I already know that in my mind, and I'm not going to let it deter me from continuing on all these weeks or stop me from continuing. Just know that I'm going to pick back up once the Super Bowl's over. So that'll be a whole month. So instead of doing 40 days, I'll do 4 weeks of hyperketosis, and I want to see where I'm at. All right, that is enough of me chatting. Let me tell you guys how much weight I lost. On top of everything, all the other benefits that I've experienced this week, I lost 9.6 pounds. This is the most amount of weight I have ever lost in 1 week. Now, I know a lot of that was water weight from the holidays, and I don't expect to continue to lose 9 pounds in a week. No. Will I continue to lose? Yes, but not 9.5 pounds in a week. But baby, when I tell you, I am happy. My fingers were inflamed. Like my ring was really tight. Like I could barely put it on. Now I could easily slip it on. Both of my rings on both fingers. Cause like I said, I was really inflamed, but now I'm feeling so good. And I just encourage you to do your research. If you want to try it with me, try it with me. Do it with me. I don't know how we can like stay in contact with each other besides when I post my weekly video. I was thinking about like maybe starting a TikTok, even though TikTok's very different now since the ban. Maybe, I don't know. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you have any suggestions on what we could do so we can stay in more contact with each other. I can start posting my meals on Instagram, just so that you can get some ideas. I can share, like I posted the PDF here of what you can eat on the diet. Screenshot this so that you know what you can eat. And as a matter of fact, I will link it. If I can, I will link it in the description box so that you can just download it yourself. And then I can also share my meal plan because my family is not on hyperketosis, of course. My husband is doing regular keto, and of course my kids just eat whatever I cook. But these are my meals for this week. These are my meals for this week. So screenshot this if you need ideas. And of course, come back and watch next week's update so you can see some more of my meals. Now, it is kind of repetitive to just eat the same things, but once you find something that you like, just stick with it until you get tired of it and try to find something else. So, and then I share with you how I, incorporate it with my family and what I feed them as well. So thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me on this journey. I'm looking forward to so many more weeks of us just crushing our health goals. Oh, another thing really quick. You aren't supposed to exercise with this because you're just not eating enough. So no weightlifting or anything like that. You can do like light walks, which is what I was doing, or some stretching or anything like that, but no extreme cardio or anything like that. Just do whatever you're comfortable with. And then once we transition into regular keto, then you can start really working out. So anyway, that is all, my friends. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.